atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Smokin' Joe Frazier, only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man alive. And across the ring from him, Rocky Marciano. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall, one of the greatest heavyweights to ever live. Undefeated.
You want to get out of the way because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get up close and personal, you're going to have no ribs left.
Smokin' Joe, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smokin' Joe. The Rock, Rocky Marciano, the Brockton brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all time. A sparkling record and one of the best to ever do it.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that packed. The atmosphere is ridiculous.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Threw the uppercut but did not score. One punch could change everything in this battle. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Oh man, you got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight.
Wise move here to try and slow the momentum down here by grabbing on.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters. Can't find a home for that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Nice counter shot. That punch lands. That one will count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They exchange punches. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot...
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Just misses with that uppercut. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. He threw the hook, didn't land.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That punch scores. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That one lands. Now, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the... And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything.
Seconds are so precious at this stage of the game.
You cannot do it too often because the referee is going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. How about that time counter shot? Good one. Swing and a miss with that jab. And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Nice punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one...
What's the referee thinking right now?
Beautiful sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down!
The referee's counting him, watching him close. Come on, make it, you can do it.
Believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
But now it's about getting back to the corner.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'd come out.
Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
Sometimes you've got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
Well done with that counter shot. He both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweights.
So once again, they'll clinch, and one of these fighters has got to take the lead here.
Tells me so much when a fight is holding on. It means they've been hurt, it means they're tired, or it means they don't know what to do.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo.
It's so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? That's another scoring shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Swing and a miss with that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, you know, with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Oh my goodness, what pace! What pace! They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Continues to touch him up. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Catch and shoot. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Quick punch scores. And they figure out the combination to this safe. Do you believe what we are seeing?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Remember, with the lighterweights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Oh, what a punch! This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Continues to touch him up. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. There's a scoring blow. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Throws the jab, but does not score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Oh, what a punch! These two are the perfect dance partners. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. There's a scoring blow. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs have gone.
And here he comes. And he'll hug him again, but you can't blame him, can you?
You've got to save that in the back, because if you're ever hitting her, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
No rest for the weary. And he'll try and muffle the offense there with another clinch.
Sometimes style makes fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout, because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
You have to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
A true champion knows how to get out of trouble. The referee really thinking about stopping it.
Oh,
And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over.
Oh, he's down. Is he going to raise like The Undertaker?
7, 8, 9, 10. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.